Hello and welcome to a new tutorial by Geosystems. My name is Doris and this video shows how the orientation for the GeoApp.UAS is defined. From the UAS flight to the collection of images and the final result of a point cloud or a 3D ortho model, the orientation is a very important processing step. Here in the hexagon My Apps I am going to choose the application Map Chest. There are several folders and I picked Gravel Pit without EXIF. The already uploaded UAS images do not have any EXIF information, hence they lack in spatial information. However, there is a text document which provides specifications about the recording position to every image for the time of capture. The goal of this tutorial is to show how the format definition can be customized. To do so, in My Apps, I go to the GeoApp.UAS, choose Process and select the folder I previously showed. The preview window shows the image thumbnails. For image data, all raster format images are filtered. These are 15 in total. In the next step, orientation data, I am going to define an orientation format. Therefore, I choose for orientation format type Custom Format Definitions. The input window changes and now one could select an already existing orientation data format file in the XML format. Since this tutorial shows how such a file is customized, we first do need the orientation editor. I click the information button, which gives me a short description. There I have the link to download the orientation editor. Ensure that your virus scanner or the Windows Smart Screen do not block the access to the executable. After the download has finished, I start the executable and the orientation data formats editor opens. With this green plus button here, I could define a new orientation format. But beforehand, I will have a closer look on the structure of the position information of the UAS images. It comes in a TXT format. In the header, there are the image name, the coordinates X and Y, as well as the height Z. Moreover, the text is comma separated. These are important informations and needed for the orientation process. At this point I can close the editor as I do not need it anymore. Back in the editor I added the format of the orientation data. I create a new format and rename it by a double click to Gravel Pit, no EXIF. In the Orientation Elements tab I define the rows. Previously we have seen that the file name is in row 2, the long and latitude are in 3 and 4 and the height information is in row 5. The EPSG code is predefined for the reference ellipsoid of WGS84. The other tab defines the delimiters and the lines to ignore. The comma is the default delimiter and I add the first line as to ignore, since it contains column descriptions rather than data. Now I use the preview to check my settings for the orientation data. Next, I save this new format orientation data formats _ new.xml locally on my computer. In the next step, I upload the created definition file into my MapChest folder. Therefore, I go in MapChest to my folder, open the upload window by clicking the upload button. This is the cloud with the arrow. I select the locally saved XML file and load it up into my selected folder on MapChest. Back in the GeoApp.UAS, I can select the definition file, which I have just uploaded in the previous step. Now the orientation data format will be selected. It was created by the orientation editor and adjusted to the position information. Finally, the text file containing the position information is selected. With this, the orientation process is completed. In the Summary tab, you can get a preliminary overview such as the number of images to be processed and the selected orientation data files. This tutorial showed how orientation formats can be created and customized. Steps 1 to 7, which have been shown in this video, do not have to be done again if the structure of the text file containing the position information has not changed. This has to be done once. It also can be prepared by a hexagon geospatial partner. In the future, 3 steps are sufficient. As first step, the customized format definition has to be chosen. Following this, the customized orientation and the text file containing the position information of the flight have to be selected. You will find further information in the handbook GeoApp.UAS Step-by-Step Guide. Via the GeoApp.UAS help, I am forwarded to the guide in PDF format. For example, on page 18, the content of this tutorial can be found. Thank you for your interest and watching of this video. Learn more about Geosystems and visit us via the provided link. Also keep updated about the latest developments and subscribe to our newsletter.